Welcome to the Analyst Odyssey. I am Nkemjika Celestina, and here we make data simple from Excel to SQL, Power BI to Python. I will guide you step by step on your data journey. Let's dive in. In today's class, I'll be talking about the wholeness of data analysis. Now, the big question still remains, what is data analysis? Data analysis is the process of collecting, cleaning, transforming, and interpreting data so we can discover useful information, draw conclusions, and support decision making. Think of it this way: data is like raw ingredients in our kitchen, while data analysis is simply the cooking process, that is organizing, mixing, preparing those ingredients into a meaningful dish. The result is the delicious meal we make out of our ingredients. That is something variable that guides our actions, strategies, and solutions. Steps in data analysis. We have different steps in data analysis. Number one, collecting data. That is gathering raw facts from different sources such as surveys, databases, sensors, social media. Two, cleansing data. This is one of the most important aspects of data analysis. Before analyzing, we cleanse data so as to remove errors, duplicates, find out missing values so as to make our data make sense. 3. Exploratory data. This looks at the pattern, trends, relationships using statistics, charts, and summaries to drive insight. 4. Analyzing and interpreting data. This is one of the most important aspects of data analysis. This step is where we drive insight using simple functions such as average, sum, count to advanced machine learning to uncover insights. 5. Communicating results. This simply means presenting your findings, your insight through reports, dashboards, or visualizations for decision makers. Decision makers can be your stakeholders, it can be your board of directors who have given you to work on your data. Why it is important? 1. It helps businesses and organizations to make informed decisions instead of making guesses. Through data analysis, we make a useful decisions. Instead of relying on assumptions, businesses use analyzed data to understand trends and customer behaviors. This leads to smarter choices. For example, looking on your screen, you find out the spending pattern of age group 26 to 35. You also notice that this age group spends more on luxury compared to fashions, and they spend more on fashion compared to budget. And through this insight now, we have drive an insight on which category they spend more. 2. It reveals trends, patterns that are not obvious at first glance. Remember, when you import your data, it often looks messy and full of random numbers. At first, it's hard to see any pattern or meaning, but with data analysis, those hidden patterns and insights becomes clear and easy to understand. For example, on your screen, you can see the spending pattern of each age group. You can also see that we have 5 different age groups and their spending patterns as well as their income patterns. 3. It improves efficiency, productivity, strategy in almost every field, from business to healthcare and from healthcare to education. This simply means that from the insight that you have gotten, it leads to productivity and the growth of an organizations. Types of data analytics. Exploratory data analysis. This refers to the process of exploring your data to discover patterns before applying deeper analysis or model. This simply means getting familiar with your data so as to know the number of columns and rows in your data. 2. Descriptive data analysis. It focuses on what has happened rather than how it happened. It involves using tools like charts, table, average, percentage to show trends, patterns, distributions. Looking at the chart, you tend to understand the overall picture at a glance. 3. Diagnostic data analysis. This type of analysis explains why something happened. It digs deeper into data to find causes and relationships for outcomes observed in descriptive analysis. From the example showing on your screen, you notice that students who are served standard lunch tends to perform better academically than those who receive reduced or free lunch. This difference may be linked to access to better nutrition. Proper nutrition helps students stay focused, energetic, and alert in school. 4. Predictive data analysis. This one focuses on what is likely to happen next. It uses past data, trends, and statistical models to make forecasts, like predicting the student's performance. 5. Prescriptive data analysis. This type suggests what action should be taken. It goes beyond predictions to recommend the best decisions or strategies. For example, preferring solutions by ensuring that school provides meals that are healthy and balanced, so every child has the energy to focus and learn. That's it for today's data journey. I hope you learned something new. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe to the Analyst Odyssey, and keep growing your data skills with me. Until next time, keep analyzing and keep exploring. Bye.